Sunrise Interviews is brought to you by Valley Strong Credit Union.
All right, welcome back. Well, while we are spending more time at home, it could be a great time to catch up on some newly released movies that are now streaming. And joining us this morning is our entertainment expert, Rick Bentley, joining us via Zoom this morning. Good morning, Rick. How's it going?
Good morning. How's it going with you guys?
You know, we're doing pretty good, but I have to say, I have spent so much time in front of the TV just browsing all of the movies and shows that I, haven't had time to really pay attention to. Now it feels like I have all the time in the world.
Welcome to my life.
So what are some things that we should be looking out for?
Well, let's start with television first. The first thing I want to recommend is a new series on Apple TV Plus. It's a show called Home Before Dark. Now, it's a series that's based on the true story of a 9-year-old in Pennsylvania who became an investigative reporter. It stars Jim Sturgis. I really like this show, and what's interesting about it is Apple TV Plus normally drops their series one at a time, so it takes you a while to get to see them all. They're trying to experiment, and they're going to drop all 10 today. And so if you're looking for something to binge watch this weekend, I recommend this highly. Again, it's based on a true story. Also, there's a series that's on Amazon Prime called The Boys. Now, I know superhero TV shows and movies are really popular, so I like to recommend this one because it's really kind of an offbeat series about superheroes. It's about what happens if we had superheroes in the world, but corporate America ran them and they abuse their powers. It stars Jack Quaid and Carl Urban. I highly, highly recommend this series. And then the other one on the streaming service I want to recommend is the Netflix series Insatiable. I know I've talked about this show already, but I want to push it one more time. It stars Debbie Ryan of the Disney Channel series Jessie and Christopher Gorham, a young man I used to write about when I lived in Fresno. It's one of my guilty pleasure movies is the 1999 release Drop Dead Gorgeous with Kirsten Dunst. So it's like that movie and Desperate Housewives had a baby. I'm telling you, this is an excellent series. There are 2 seasons already up on Netflix, so that's 20 hours of TV watching if you're really looking to spend the entire week in front of the TV set.
Quite a bit of time.
And the other thing is, if you don't have a streaming service, if you haven't subscribed, this Saturday, the USA Network is going to do a marathon of Modern Family. Now, that show's coming to an end this month, so if you want to get caught up on it, I suggest you take a look at that.
All right, Rick Bentley. So, really quick though, one thing that we should watch, maybe a series, even if it's not new. What is one series you would recommend we start today?
Oh, I'm still going with Sensational. But
Okay.
the other thing I want to recommend is that if you're looking for a movie, the Star Wars movie, the last in the franchise, Star Wars: the Rise of Skywalker, has now become available. So you can either get it on DVD or Blu-ray or the streaming services.
All right.
It's not my favorite movie in the series, but again, if you're a fan of the Star Wars series, it's a good show that you can get caught up with.
All right, Rick Bentley, thanks so much for joining us this morning and giving us some ideas on what we can spend our time with as we just pass time during this. All right, thanks so much. All right.
Okay.